Some of your friends may think you're too uptight when it comes to finances, but they may also come to ask you for money. You're way ahead of them then, because you know how to budget for your money, which helps you save more. You can teach them a method or two on how to budget, and hopefully they'll never bother you again. Hey everybody, welcome to Frugal Facts. Today we're gonna go over the 10 ways to budget like a pro and save money. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so we can help you with savings tips regularly. Now let's get straight into the video. Number 10, add up all your income sources. This is an important first step when it comes to budgeting like a pro. Adding all streams that bring you money helps you budget for it, be it a side hustle, passive income, alimony, money owed to you, etc. Pulling all your money together helps you know how to budget for it. For example, if you get a child support check every month, and you know that it should go towards your child's needs, and you shouldn't use it for anything other than that. Even when you think the amount is more than enough, it is budgeted for your child only. This means your child isn't lacking, and they'll develop better life skills as a result. Gather all your income streams and allocate the right money to the right project, and you'll never go wrong with it. If someone repays a debt they owe you, take it straight to your savings account. This is because you still survived without it before it was repaid. It only helps you prepare for your future financial stability. Don't you think? Number 9, pay yourself first. After pulling your money together, the next step before you start spending is paying yourself first. This ensures that no matter how much money you spend thereafter, you've put a decent amount away for a rainy day. For example, if your collective income amounts to $10,000, you should aim to save 40% of that, excluding any child support payments, of course. Paying yourself means putting some money away in your savings account. This money helps you when you have an emergency or allows you to retire early and pursue your passions. Saving is not easy, and as humans, it is easy to be distracted by the fun things money can buy. To ensure it never happens, automating your savings is the way to go. Automation allows your money to be transferred automatically from your checking to your savings account. You can spend the rest of your money with confidence that you've taken a step towards building your future, which is emotionally and psychologically satisfying. Number 8, start with the essentials. If you spend money on the least important items, it may come back to bite you in the neck. This is because you may overspend and tap into the money that is supposed to cater to essentials. The most important items include rent, groceries, transport, and utilities. For example, if you get your money and pay for your hotel bookings for the summer before paying your $2,500 rent, you may have a problem when it comes to paying the bills. Before you think of spending on anything else, settle your monthly bills first. If possible, you can automate monthly bills, and that'll help ensure that you prioritize your monthly living expenses. Number 7, practice zero-based budgeting. The idea behind zero-based budgeting is that every single penny has a purpose. This happens when you allocate all of your money to rent, debt repayment, and expenses. This allows you not to have any money left to squander. Here's how a zero-based budget works. Let's say you have an income of $5,000 and want to use zero-based budgeting to allocate expenses. What you do is allocate the amount you want for the right expense until the balance reads zero. For example, $2,000 for rent, $1,000 for groceries, $500 for debt repayment, $500 for retirement, $500 for utilities, and $500 for gas. As you can see, the remaining amount is zero. This ensures that you have allocated all your money into different expenses, and you've covered all the areas of your life, at least for the month. This little trick will help you get a grip on your finances, budgeting, and prevents you from having any extra money to spend on things that don't matter. Number 6, budget for unexpected expenses. In life, we hardly ever know what will happen in the next few minutes. You may go to the grocery store and accidentally break a $10 jar of peanut butter. Some store managers are understanding, but you may find one that woke up from the wrong side of the bed, and he'll raise hell with you. To avoid the drama and embarrassment, you'd have to pay. It's also the right thing to do. Another example would be if you go to the grocery store with an allocated budget, only to find the prices are much higher than you'd anticipated. If you need to buy items urgently, such as diapers, toilet paper, or formula, you might have to add money to fill the amount that's missing. If you don't have money kept aside for unforeseen costs, you would have to leave some items or go back home to get more money, which already ruins your budget. Keeping money around for unforeseen expenses allows you to be prepared next time. It also helps you keep your finances accounted for and your savings intact. Number 5, minimize use of credit cards. Credit cards cost you more money than you realize. This is because you can access money even when your account is reading $0, which may tempt you to impulse buy, hence overspend. For example, you're at the mall and you see a polo shirt you like, but it's selling at $75. Since you don't have the money to buy, you whip out your card and put it on your credit card. You have now incurred a debt that you had not anticipated, and you'll be forced to repay it. And we all know that debt is contagious. If you start, you hardly ever stop. Leaving your credit cards at home prevents you from being tempted to spend. If temptation is too much to ignore, just cut up your cards. After all, there's no such crime as an assault on a credit card, so you're safe. Number 4, use the envelope method of budgeting. This is perhaps one of the most effective methods of budgeting. It helps you allocate cash to different expenses without the risk of overspending. For example, let's say you want to spend $5,000 on rent, utilities, groceries, entertainment, transport, etc. You need 5 separate envelopes for all expenses. Let's say your rent is $2,000, groceries $1,000, transport $1,000, utilities $500, and entertainment $500. Put each amount in separate envelopes for the designated expense. To keep your budget working, you're not allowed to tap into an envelope for which the expense is not designated. For example, if you use all your budgeted entertainment money in one weekend, you're not allowed to tap into your transport money to entertain yourself. If you don't have extra money for entertainment, you have to wait until the end of the month, so you can set another envelope for entertainment. This means no paid fun for you. Envelope budgeting not only helps you have enough money for the expenses you want, but it also helps you budget, which prevents overspending. When you add up the envelope budgeting method, you will always have money left after for your expenditures. You can even try to trim your budget further to have more money in the beginning of the following month. This allows you to save some money that would have been allocated to designated expenses. Number 3, adjust your spending habits. To adjust your spending habits, you need to know what you're spending your money on and differentiate between the needs and the wants so that you can pay more attention to the needs. For example, you don't need to spend money on an expensive cell phone plan when you can get a more affordable one. You also don't need to pay $100 for cable TV when you could subscribe to a streaming service that charges you less than $20 per month. Other spending habits you should trim including eating out, unhealthy habits such as smoking, excessive drinking, and gambling. These habits are expensive and detrimental to your health and may derail your budgeting process. For example, a packet of cigarettes can cost up to $10, while a bottle of beer goes for $7.50. Gambling is even worse, because you hardly ever win, and you'll lose all your money with the slim chance of making it big. And because budgeting helps you save money, you don't want to involve yourself in vices that take money out of your wallet and put it into someone else's. Number 2, become a savvy shopper. Some people are tech savvy, but don't worry if you can't differentiate between software and hardware. But don't worry, you don't have to be tech savvy, but you can be savvy at something else: finances. To be a savvy shopper, you have to know all the discount alleys that you can pass through to get a good deal on products and services. For example, if you go to the store, you may want to just throw things into your shopping cart and call it a day. But a smart shopper browses around to see if they can get a better deal on items you wouldn't otherwise think twice about comparing. You may buy the $6 ground beef, but a smart shopper would stick with the yellow stickered one for $2.50. Being a savvy shopper allows you to become a pro in budgeting and save more money than you spend. Look for discount deals on sale items or compare prices before you decide to buy. It will save you decent cash. Easy breezy. Before we get into number 1, make sure to check out the links in the description for our best recommendations to boost your savings. Number 1, compare prices for everything. In the words of Warren Buffett, price is what you pay, value is what you get. Buying an expensive item does not mean the best quality. You can find better quality if you decide to take some time and look around before you pay. This helps you find out which businesses is offering the best deal for the best value. For example, you may find one business selling a pair of shoes at $450. If you buy them without looking around first to see if you can get a better deal, you might have a difficult time swallowing the lump in your throat when you find out you could have gotten the same pair of shoes from a different business at $350. In this age of the internet, it is easy to find tools that can help you compare prices. Comparison websites are great tools to help you shop other businesses and compare prices. Websites such as NextTag, BizRate, Camel, Pronto, and Shopzilla are great websites for price comparison. It helps you budget for your money and also helps you save more. Raise your hand if you don't want to save more money. Is your hand up? We didn't think so. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of savings tips and much more. Check out this playlist of my top 10 videos on saving money tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.